Module 3, Section 3, Accounts. An account is defined as the combination of a public key and a private key. The same public key can be used to derive various addresses, and the private key is usually used for generating digital signatures. The Cosmos SDK uses the Bitcoin Improvement Proposal 32, that is a standard for hierarchical deterministic key derivation. This allows to derive a set of accounts from an initial secret seed, that it is a 12 or 24 mnemonic. From this mnemonic, we can derive a master private key from which we can derive many accounts with their corresponding private key, public key, and addresses. These keys are stored and managed by the keyring. In the Cosmos SDK, there are 3 digital key schemes supported for creating digital signatures. For normal accounts, you can opt to use the SECP256K1, that is the same used by Bitcoin, and the default one in the Cosmos SDK, but you can also choose to use the SECP256R1. For consensus validation, validators use the TM-ED25519 curve for signing blocks. There are many addresses in the Cosmos SDK applications. Each account is identified using an address derived from the public key. The 3 main types of addresses are the account address, usually with a prefix like Cosmos, and identifies users. For example, a message sender, when we sign a transaction, it will be an account address. Then there's a validator address that has a prefix, for example, Cosmos val oper, that identifies the validator operator. And then we have consensus addresses that identifies validators nodes participating in consensus. This has a prefix of this form, Cosmos valcons. In our case, we can go to our application and you can set these different prefixes here in the application, in the app folder, in params and config. You will find like we are using different prefixes. The base one is this RPS for the rock, paper, and scissors chain, and then for the different type of addresses you can choose here what's the prefix, is the base plus the validator operator, and here is the same for the consensus addresses. And as you can see, you have other type of addresses here. The keyring is the object that stores and manages the accounts. This keyring supports many useful functionalities like signing message bytes, creating new accounts, export and import existing accounts, and also allows you to create new key types. In order to do this, you will have to comply with a signature algo interface that will allow you to implement whatever key type you want to support in your chain. And that's it for Module 3. Let's wrap it up.